Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. How are you today? Alexis here with Modesty. Well, happy Mask Monday, ladies. And today I will reveal the winner from last week's Mask Monday giveaway. And of course, I'll start a new one today after all is said and done. But today, what I want to do is I want to try this Clarity Cool Cucumber Mask. And it's a leave-on gel for about 10 to 15 minutes, then rinse off. So I got this recently in one of my BeautyFix boxes, and I told you that I would try it and give you some feedback. And this is clean beauty, so I'm really looking forward to it. So if you're interested in those things, and oh yeah, and I want to show you some of the makeup that I gone through in part of my empties, because I have like months of empties. Can't do it all tonight, but I will do some, just my makeup parts tonight. So, or I should say today. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, my beautiful wildflowers. Here we are again. It is a new week and it is a positive week, right? We're getting started on a right foot. So let's do a motivation. Whoops, I just knocked everything over. And let me find I should be ready and found one by now, but okay, here we go. Oh, that's a pretty one. It's an ocean. Okay, there you go. And I think I've used this background lately. It's supposed to be random, but I think I took it off of that. Okay, so it says, you may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. And this is by Maya Angelou. I love her. She just has such great inspirations, you know? And so it says, you may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. And that is so true, right? Every day we go through life and we hope for the best, look for the silver lining, and something happens. And all of a sudden you feel bad, especially if you feel like you were part of the cause of that negativity, right? Don't be reduced by it. Everybody is that way, right? Everybody goes through these hard times. We're human and it's gonna happen, but it should not bring you down to a point where you're like really beating yourself up. And I'm guilty of that because nobody is as hard on me as I am on myself. And when I make a mistake, I talk to myself, I beat myself up and I have to really think about intentionally stopping that, like stop the self-negative talk, right? No negative self-talk. And so I really have to work at it. And these are things, guys, I read these things and I don't just read them. I try to live them as best that I can. And when I have a good one, I'll sometimes go through them and I save them and I read them and I remember why it was important at that moment that I saved it, because I always relate these things to something in my life. Like when I read this, right? I mean, I can think of a couple of things that have really made me feel smaller than I am. And so I really want to know that that's happening, because half the battle is knowing that you're doing that to yourself. The other half is deal with it and move on. So remember, you may not control all that's happening, and believe me, you don't, because unfortunately other people live on this earth, okay? But you can decide not to be reduced by them. That's your decision, okay? Alrighty, well that's that, guys. Okay, today I want to go ahead and slap on this Clarity Cool Cucumber Mask. And you remember this from my BeautyFix from just late last week. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on. It says 10 to 15 minutes. And it doesn't seem like, there's a little bit of a fragrance. And it doesn't seem like it would be like acidic in any way. And I kind of looked at all the things that's in here. It does have perfume in it. It's one of the last ingredients, but I'm going to go ahead and put that on here. And I actually, ooh, that's cool. It's a hot day and this is like really cool. That's nice. And I like these types of masks a lot more than sheet masks. I mean, when I'm talking to you guys, I love sheet masks, don't get me wrong. But doing these videos, it's really hard because it's like I have a hard time talking. And I feel like I'm mumbling half the time. I'm like, God, do they even understand what I'm saying? I'm probably mumbling. And so it says put on, sparingly. So, I do not know what that word means. I've done use half the jar already. Okay, so there is like a little, like a tingling sensation. Not tingling, but like a burning sensation a little bit. And I don't know what that's about. It could be the alcohol in it because I can kind of smell the alcohol off of it. And I'm going to go ahead. And this reminds me of the Peter Roth something. I forgot what, the green cucumber one. But that one doesn't feel like this. And that one doesn't smell like this. And so, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and put this on here. Put a little bit under here. And I got it everywhere. But you know what? It does have a strong fragrance scent to it. I'm not liking that. And you know, if it's some cool cucumber, they should try to find a cucumber fragrance or something, but it's really perfumey and I'm not into that. It's supposed to be clean beauty, so that's kind of weird. So anyway, it may be some fragrance from natural, what do you call it? What do you call that when you have this natural fragrance and you drop it in the water and it just kind of like, yeah. That. I can't think of the word right now, but it may be that, the oils and fragrance from a natural product. But it does smell perfumey though, which is really weird. But okay, that's that. And before I jump into the winner, I want to go over some of the makeups that I completely used or they expired, okay? And these are things that I use normally. And so you see a couple of the things that I use a lot because I'm completely out of them and I'm already into a new one. And it has, I don't think it's been that long since I did. Maybe it's been like 4 or 5 months maybe. Yeah, maybe so. Anyway, the first product I want to talk about is my Studio Fix SPF 15 Broad Spectrum SPF, not concealer, but foundation. And this is matte and they come like this. You notice I scraped the heck out of this one, and then I have a second one here that I didn't do such a great job scraping, just a little scrape mark down here. But I think what happened was this one I had for a while, and when I got to the bottom to scrape it, it was kind of like clumpy, and so I decided, I'll forego that, just open a new bottle. And so this is a matte finish and it is full coverage, and this is the one that I was wearing until about a week and a half ago when I did purchase my Chanel one, because this one here is kind of orangey color and they oxidize a lot quicker than other foundations I noticed. And what happens is when oxidation gets to it, in other words, the air, the oxygen gets to it, and it kind of goes a little bit south, even though this stays on a long time and at least 12 hours, if not 14 hours. But with time, it turns kind of orangey. By the end of the day, my face has a slight orange tint to it. And my husband pointed that out to me. So yeah, and I said, you know what, then I'm just going to go ahead and try something different. So I am trying the Chanel foundation, which I am completely loving, guys. Love, love, love it. And I had a girl come up to me at Target yesterday. I went over there to buy some shampoo, my blue shampoo that I couldn't find. And she said, ma'am, I just want to tell you, you have such beautiful skin. And I was like, really? Thank you. And I was just, you know, that was so nice for her to say. And it kind of made me happy because I'm like, yeah, I worked so hard on this skin. Somebody finally noticed, because, you know, I spend at least 30 minutes morning, 30 minutes at night before bed to make sure that, you know, I have good skin. And I do the 3 most important thing is get enough fluids and make sure that, you know, I am never, ever, ever going to sleep with makeup on. And number 3, which is the most important, really use sunscreen. I use the SPF 50 every single day, even if I don't leave the house. So I guess it's paying off. Okay, that's that. And then the next one, again, 2 of them. And this is my gold standard. You guys know this. This is the best waterproof mascara ever. And this is the only thing. I have one of those eyelashes that stick out straight. And so I use a curler, you know, I use a Refer curler, and then I follow up with this. And this mascara is waterproof and it just stays on. It has such staying power and it never flakes. You know how sometimes even if it's waterproof, it'll flake and you see dots? That has never happened to me. And I rinse my face about 3 times a day in my day because I have to do that to pray, you know, prior to praying. And the other 2 prayers, I'm at home, so it doesn't matter. But these are the best. And this is the MAC, is there kind of like a name to it? All I know is it's a MAC waterproof mascara. And if it's not waterproof, it's like this shape. It looks like this, but the writing's black. So you have to make sure you get the waterproof one. Love them. And by the way, all my MAC stuff, I'm setting it aside because if I get 6 of these, I get either a free lipstick of my choice or a free eyeshadow if you go to the MAC store. If you're doing it online, then it's just or like at Macy's or Nordstrom's, you only get the lipstick choice. But I take it in to make sure I get the eyeshadow choice. Yeah. And then the next MAC product, again, my gold standard. This is the 24-hour Studio Fix concealer, and it's this one here, okay? And this one, I still have a little bit in here. I have a new one going, but I do have a little bit, but these are only good for 12 months once you open it, and these last so long. And I probably went 14 months on this, and all of a sudden it kind of started not smelling really good. I wasn't paying attention. I pulled out my box that this came out of, and sure enough, it was 14 months. I said, oh, okay, time to get rid of it. So I opened a new one, and this is it. But I love this. Never, ever has creased on me under the eyes. And it brightens my under eye, and it's just, it's great. But I am trying the new Armani fabric stretch concealer, which you will see on a Wednesday video because I did do a Sephora haul and where I bought several pieces of makeup that, you know, I'm going to haul for you on Wednesday, so you should see that. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside because I don't want it to go to the garbage because, like I said, I'm going to recycle them one more and I get an eyeshadow or something. And another thing is this is a Norse Orgasm Liquid Blush. I did not finish this. You know, the reason why I really liked it in the beginning is because it's, you know, it's really nice and it's kind of like really not creamy but watery. It's liquid. The problem is you can't put it on top of foundation because it lifts the foundation. No matter how much I try to pat it with a sponge or my finger, never works. So if you're using this not on top of foundation, but if you just using it on top of skin, this would work, but I rarely ever do that. So, and plus it got kind of old. It's over a year old, so I said I got to get rid of it. And then the next one is the Kaja. This is the Moon Astral. I forgot what they call it. It's a sparkling eye pigment, and this is a dual chrome, okay? And as you notice, I did use majority of it. There's a little bit left there. The problem is, after a while, this product, what happened was when I would tap it on, it would start to crease because it got old, right? But I did use it for a while. It's a good product. It is a good product. And I would recommend it if you like this type of dual chrome. Just put it on a tip of a brush, okay, a concealer brush, and just tap it on your eyelids. It works, but unfortunately, it is, you know, it's almost gone. But yeah, but I don't think I'll buy that again, only because it does start to show my wrinkles on my eyes when it dries. Yeah. And the other one is my Fenty Beauty, and this is, I mean, barely used, guys, barely used. And this is a kind of like a bronzer type of thing. And it just never did anything for me. And it kind of like muddies when I put it on top once again, when I put it on top of my foundation, it kind of muddies my foundation. It doesn't blend well with my foundation. And I tried several times and I don't use this type of product a lot. I like the powder product when it comes to bronzer. So I'm just going to get rid of it, you know, because I can't give it away. It's cream product. Okay, another one. I kind of broke off the end here, but this is my Anastasia Beverly Hills. You know that this is one of my gold standards for Anastasia. If I don't need anything waterproof, I will use this pencil, but otherwise I'm using the pomade. And this has a, you see the tip there, it's almost got, every time I hit it, see, it sinks in because it's empty. And then the other side, it was the spoolie, but I broke it off because I needed the spoolie for something. I was cleaning something with it, okay? So I broke it off. But this is a good pencil. If you like eye pencils, these are really good. I like it. And I do have one going, again, in the garbage. And then the next one, this I got as like a, I think it was one of my gift with purchase type of thing. And this is the 24-hour brow setter. It's this one here. I did use it all though, and it's like, it's clear. It's a clear, as you notice, it's completely dry. But what I would do is, I don't like this brush. This brush is just not made for eyebrows. It'll take off your pomade and everything else using this because it's just not user friendly. I mean, for some people, maybe you like it. If you have a lot of lashes, maybe it'll work for you, but I don't have a whole lot. And what I would do though, how I used it was I had an empty Anastasia brow wax, not brow wax, but the brow setter. And I used that brush with this and ended up using the whole thing. The formula is good. The formula is very good. It holds your brows in place. Problem is the brush. Yeah. So instead, I just buy the Anastasia one because it has a good brush and everything else, and it lasts me forever. So yep, and so that's that. And then a last item, I really love this. I don't know if they still have this. I got this and one of the like the Christmas you know, like a gift for purchase type of thing at Christmas time, and I used it all up. This is by Estee Lauder, and this is a lip balm. You see the doe's foot? This doe's foot was just like so nice and soft. It's like cushy. It's like a cushion, and I used it completely, and it had like a very small tint of pink. I mean, you could barely notice it. It just made your lips look natural, and I would use this, and I don't know, I think this says it's like a plumper. Is it a plumper? Lip volumizer, but it didn't have that minty flavor, so I used to wonder how the heck does it work if it's not minty or if it's not burning me. So it was nice though. I really enjoyed it. It was very luxurious balm, and I'm thinking about buying this again, but right now I have a lot of lip products, so I'm gonna wait. But this was a gift with purchase, and it's this Estee Lauder thing here, and just like a clear pinky balm. Let me see if there's any lift where I can, oh, just a teeny tiny bit. And here it is right here. I don't know if you can see that right there, a circle. I made a circle, okay, right there. See, so it kind of makes your lip look like it's nice and pinky, and it doesn't look like you have anything on other than gloss. So this was a good product. So, yep, that's it, guys. That's all my empties for makeup for now. And then I have like a whole basket full of skincare. That's going to have to be a video on its own. So, yeah. All right. Okay, guys, let's see who won last week's giveaway. Let's go to commercial break. Okay, my beautiful wildflowers, here we are. We are at the Mass Monday weekly giveaway. And this is from last Monday. And I've gone ahead and put the video URL here. And then I filtered for duplicate users so everybody gets one entry. And I filtered comments based on the text of peach, which I said was a secret word. So those of you who included this in your comments, you will have a chance. And I did the CAPTCHA, and let's see now how many people actually entered. Okay, 38. That's a little bit more than the usual Mass Monday. But let's go ahead and see who the random winner may be. Okay, here we go. Ace Art. Okay, Ace Art said, congrats, Peach Rose. And that's because Peach Rose actually won last week's Mask Monday giveaway video, I was going to say. And her goodies are on the way. So let's go ahead and see if you are publicly subscribed. And let's see, channels. And she does have her subscriptions public, which is good. That's one step in the right direction. So I'm going to go all the way down, and hopefully this will work this time because there's a lot here. Okay, Haute, Haute, Modesty, Modesty. And I'm going to hit return. Okay, nothing comes up, and this happens every so often, as you guys know, so I am very ready for that. And so we're going to go here, and we are going to take a look at last week's Mass Monday, which is this one here. We're going to take a look at the comments, and let's see, these are the ones I haven't responded to. Okay, and I need to respond to that. It must be late entry here. Okay, but if you did still, if you're there and you put the word peach in there, you did qualify even if I haven't commented back. Okay, that's not it. I'm looking for, did I go past? Let's see. Let me see. I probably did because I have a feeling I was looking for the letter A, and then I think there's actually a picture to it. So hold on 1 minute. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. There it is. Okay, Ace Art. And let's see. She's been publicly subscribed to me for 1 year. You can see right here. And so sometimes it happens. It just doesn't pop up, and it does say so. So congratulations, you know what to do. Within 48 hours, reach out to me either via Instagram, Haute, Haute, .modesty, Modesty, and DM me, or you can use my email at the very bottom of every detail tab and every video. So congratulations, get in touch with me and send me your full name and your mailing address, and I'll get your goodies out to you. So now back to the regular programming. Okay, congratulations, Ace Art. Please follow the directions I just gave on the video and reach out to me, and I will get your goodies out to you as soon as possible, which would be next weekend because I do all my shipping on weekends. So anyway, what did I think about this mask? I'm going to tell you, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's going to go directly in the trash because I've already used it. I still smell it. The fragrance is really strong, and my skin feels like way too tight, you know? And I don't know, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like I just did a nice mask, soothing and, you know, relax. And then it itches a little bit too. And I'm wondering if the fragrance, remember I told you what fragrance does? It vasodilates your vessels, and it creates redness in some areas where your vessels were dilated. And, you know, I was looking in a mirror, I'm like, you know, around my nose here, it does look a little red. It's a little bit itchy. And I looked again to see if there's anything I'm allergic to, and there isn't. But it's got to be the fragrance, and I really, really don't care for it. And it's a shame because, you know, I mean, it could have been a good product if they didn't put the fragrance in there. And also, there is some alcohol in this, which I don't like either because I don't know, it just dehydrates my skin. It's just things that I don't use in skincare, right? And so, honestly, I don't like it. I know most of the time I really like the mask, and I'm willing to try it again. But this, I am not. And yeah, I'm going to just put that directly into the trash because, I don't want to make a mistake and use it. But I'll tell you, remember the white tea mask, the Neuropathica, this one here, that I did a couple of weeks ago, I think maybe a month ago now. I really like this one, and I'm thinking about truly buying this one. So if you like, you know, and this has got caffeine in it from the white tea, so it actually does the opposite of what a fragrance does. It constricts it down so that way you don't have the redness, and this actually makes my skin feel so supple and soft. I love this. I'm squeezing the heck out of it, but I am definitely considering buying this one. This one's good. That one I just did. Don't waste your money. I mean, unless you like that, you know, very highly fragrant stuff that turns your face a little bit splotchy red, and, you know, I just not into that. So sorry. Yeah, and I always like to introduce good products to you, and I always hope that it is a good product. But of course, you know, we can't be winners every time, right? So yeah. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. If I added any value, please hit like. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to win the giveaways, you have to be publicly subscribed, guys. So the button down there, press it and make sure you ring the bell and select all so you know every time I upload a brand new video. So for next week, let's go ahead and use a word that we haven't used yet. How about the word lips? Lips, L-I-P-S. I'm going to change the word here. Every week I keep a tally so I don't forget the word. So lips. All right, so we will use that word lips as a secret word for next week's giveaway. And you guys are probably wondering what's in it. At one point I was doing just like weeks worth of masks. Now I'm just doing some random skincare and maybe a couple of makeup products or whatever to give you guys variety, because not everybody's into masks, and I totally get that. And so yeah, you'll get a surprise box, okay? And it does come priority. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. So anyway, my beautiful wildflowers, I want you to have a good day, a good night, a good week, a good weekend. Whenever you're watching this, and it doesn't matter, unless of course there's a giveaway and there's a deadline to these things, right? So just remember, you need to make sure you get a comment in there with the secret word. Alrighty, my beautiful wildflowers. And a field of roses, what do we say? Yes, be a wildflower and never sweat the small stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. that thing off my head. These things are really tight and it's like crushing my head. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting a headache. Anyway, so that's okay. It's Sunday night, so I gotta wash my hair anyway. And I got a new purple shampoo, so I'm gonna give that a try because it's starting to look kind of dingy for me. I mean, my husband said no, but I feel like it is. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys, you know, have a good week and be on the lookout for that haul on Wednesday. I did do a Sephora haul with, let's see, Giorgio Armani, Dior, Wishful, and one other company. I don't remember what it was. I'm looking around for stuff here, but I did go ahead and purchase some stuff, and yeah, not a whole lot at all, but you know, I did get a few things, and a couple of the items are like new kind of release, and you've probably seen it everywhere, people trying it. And so I'm going to talk to you guys about that too on Wednesday, so stay tuned. Okay, until then, as I always say, I love you all from the very bottom of my left ventricles, and be safe out there. Be positive, smile, draw in the positive energies and get rid of the negative energies. Okay? And so I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye!